All right, today we are going to get into something really cool. We're talking about a framework that's all about transforming your inner world. Think of it like this, becoming the actual architect of your own mind. Literally, rewriting the stories you tell yourself.
So let me ask you something straight up. Is your mind running on some seriously outdated software? I mean, really think about it for a second. We're constantly updating our phones, our laptops, but when was the last time you thought about the OS that's running up here, in your head?
Okay, so here's the core idea we're working with. Your mind, it's basically a storytelling machine, a narrative engine, and it is always running, constantly writing the story of who you are. And that voice in your head, your self-talk, that's not just random noise. Nope. It's the source code. It's the programming that is actively building your reality every single second.
But, and this is where it gets super interesting, that system can get corrupted. We're calling this the glitch. Imagine it's this silent, hidden piece of code, what the source material calls a subterranean declaration. It's basically logic that got installed from past hurts or trauma, and it just runs in the background, kind of like malware. It's not a flaw in you, it's a bug in the code, making you see danger where there's safety or threat where there could be connection.
So if there's a glitch, there has to be a fix, right? And there is. It's called the empowered declaration. The best way to think about this is like a system patch, but instead of computer code, it's made of words. It's a carefully crafted sentence, a new piece of logic that you use to find that old, faulty code and just overwrite it. It's a full-on upgrade for your internal story.
Okay, so you're probably wondering, where exactly do we install these patches? Well, this whole framework is built on what are called the 5 pillars of your operating system. These are the key areas, the core domains, where we can go in and strategically make these upgrades.
So let's break them down. First up is attachment, which is all about our sense of belonging. Next, we have regulation. That's the deep, physical feeling of safety in our own bodies. Then there's competence. That's our engine, our sense of I can do this. Number 4 is self-esteem, which is really about seeing our own worth, our own sovereignty. And last but definitely not least is alchemy, or hope. This is that incredible, almost magical ability to turn pain into wisdom. These 5 things together, they're the bedrock of a really healthy inner world.
All right, enough theory? Let's get practical. It's time to run a quick diagnostic and see what it actually feels like to install one of these system patches.
So we'll start with that first pillar, attachment. Okay, so the glitch, that old code, might sound something like this in your head. I am disposable. People always leave. I have to cling on to them to be safe. It's all based on fear, right? Scarcity. Now, listen to the patch, the empowered declaration. I am the constant in every room I enter. My presence is the foundation, not the furniture. Wow. I mean, just feel the difference in that. It's a total power shift.
And the heart of that patch is really this idea, I do not earn my place, I bring it with me. Think about that. It completely flips the script. You stop trying to get your sense of stability from other people, from the outside world, and you start generating it from within. It's a game changer.
Let's do one more. This one's from the competence pillar. The glitch here is that feeling of helplessness, The story that says, stuff just happens to me. I'm just a passenger along for the ride. But watch how the patch reclaims all that power. It says, I do not just endure the story, I edit it. I possess the alchemist's pen. I love that. You go from being just a character in the story to being the one holding the pen. You're the author now.
And this is what makes that patch work. Every obstacle is raw material for my reconstruction. You see, it doesn't pretend the bad stuff doesn't happen. No, it reframes it. It takes the struggle, the pain, the obstacle, and says, this is fuel. This is the clay I will use to build myself back, even stronger than before. It's pure alchemy.
So when you boil it all down, this entire way of thinking is about one thing, reclaiming your sovereignty. It's about finally realizing and stepping into the fact that you, and only you, are the architect of your own mind.
Okay, let's wrap this up with the key takeaways. First, and this is the big one, your mind's source code can absolutely be rewritten. It's not set in stone. Second, those glitches we talked about, they're just data points. They're not who you are. Next, the most important relationship you have is the one with yourself. That's your primary attachment. And remember, connection is a vital asset, so build your support system, your chosen family, whoever that is for you. And finally, please let go of the need to be perfect. Excellence is the direction you're heading, not some final destination you have to reach.
I want to leave you with this one line from the source material because it is so important. The system suggests, the avatar decides. Your past, your conditioning, all those old glitches, that's just the system making suggestions. It's whispering old stories in your ear. But you are the avatar. You are the one in control, and the power to decide to choose a different path is right here, right now.
So the real question isn't about the code that was written for you by your past. The only question that matters now is, what code will you choose to write? Because you have root access to your own system. So, what new code will you write today?